Hey everyone, it's Erica with Siren Song Oracles, and I'm here to do the Divine Masculine reading. So this is for you men out there. This is you. This is what's going on with you right now, if you resonate with it or not. And for the females out there, or the women who are in feminine energy, or the men who are in feminine energy, or for the females who are in masculine energy, right? Because it doesn't matter. It's not a gender thing. It's an energy thing. This will be about the guy you are, or the person, you're masculine, who you are thinking of right now, who you may be in a relationship with or in love with in some way, connected to. It just, it's a general reading. So whatever comes out, comes out. And that's just kind of how we do things. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. You can just click off and maybe next time. So I want to welcome everybody to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. I know I'm getting new subscribers every day. I'm very excited about that. I just want to say thanks again. For those of you who have not been on my channel, welcome to my channel, and I hope you will subscribe once you are done watching the video. Hope it resonates for you. So I just want to say one more thing. I hope everybody is staying in and staying well. Okay, we're all in this together now. Let's get some positive energy going today. Have a little fun with this reading. So the first thing we're going to do, excuse me, is we're going to see where the masculine is at right now in his daily life, in his everyday. What's generally going on with him. And I've got a whole different set of decks for him. They're all kind of like brown, reddish colors. I like it, black, red, brown. This is the Game of Thrones deck. So this is a regular tarot deck, but with the Game of Thrones theme. Very cool. Very manly. I love it though. Okay, so where is this masculine at right now in his life? First card I get is the 7 of Coins. Okay, I'm not going to do reversals today. No, I'm not feeling that. 7 of Coins. We're going to do 7 cards, by the way. 7 of Coins. So he's looking at his investments right now. He's checking out what he's invested in so far. Financially, emotionally. He's just looking at what he's invested in his life right now. What's going on with the Divine Masculine at this time? Okay, we have the 5 of Coins. Oh, that doesn't look good. Okay, he's 5 of Coins. 5 of Coins is energy of lack. So he may be looking at his money like, wow, there isn't really much here. There may be some money struggles with the masculine right now. Or he's just feeling like he invested in something that left him out in the cold. That could be another meaning. It doesn't have to be about money. He's like, oh, look, I invested and this is what I got. Nothing. Barely anything. I got left out in the cold. Whatever I've invested in really hasn't, done much for me. Or like whatever he invested in didn't come up financially. If you're a masculine and you're resonating with that, then this is like your video. It's like a financial struggle right now. Okay, what else is going on? The 4 of Swords. So there's a taking of a break here. The masculine is resting, recuperating, recovering from something. Could be sickness, could be anything. Traumatizing situation, a breakup. The Divine Masculine is taking a break, resting, recovering, meditating, possibly reflecting. But I sense an energy of being alone. Yeah. So this masculine seems like he's alone. Even if he's in a relationship, he's still alone. Like he's literally like taking time for himself right now. We're going to get the whole picture once all the cards come in, but maybe he's recovering from some sort of breakup, left out in the cold. Makes sense that he's in the 4 of Swords. It makes sense that he's reflecting because he's looking at his investments. What is he invested in? What does he want to do from here? Okay. So where is the Divine Masculine at right now? Where is he at this time? 4 of Swords, 4 of Wands. Okay. So he's in a place where what matters to him is stability and planting, kind of like the opening up of a home. Maybe finding himself, finding his foundation, building his foundation, finding a home, being comfortable, warm, safe, lovey-dovey. Could be preparing for a possible celebration, like a marriage or reunion or something like that. I honestly see, in looking at the other cards and just what I'm getting intuitively is that it's really about stability for this masculine right now. Stability of the home too. Maybe he's resting at home. I don't know. Let's see what's going on here. A lot of us are resting at home. He's, and maybe a lot of us are coming to that realization of what do we want out of a home, because we're all in our homes right now. I mean, for us, Four of Wands isn't necessarily like a building of a home, but it's like a foundation of something that can be very stable. It's like the beginning part of that. What is the divine masculine going through right now? Lots of fours. It's a lot of stuck energy with him. I'm sorry. But fours are like kind of stuck energy. Four of coins. Did I not just say? I just said he's worried about stability. Absolutely. The Four of Coins is all about that. The Four of Coins is holding on to what you got. Again, being in the Five of Coins, you definitely are going to be kind of like freaking out and holding on to your money in the Four of Coins. And it's about not letting go either. The masculine is not willing to let go of his money, not willing to let go of his home, not willing to let go of his stability. He's pretty comfy here. And you know what? I hate to say this. He might even be a little greedy in his situation right now. He might be grasping, clinging, or greedy. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so let's get 2 more cards. What is the divine masculine experiencing in his life right now? What's going on with him right now? Page of Cups. The divine masculine is thinking about sending out an affectionate message to somebody, an apology possibly. Doesn't mean he's doing it, just means he's thinking about it. It's like just thinking about it, or maybe taking a little small step toward it. But this is a thought about communication, and it's a cup, so it's emotional communication. It's an apology. It's an affectionate, a loving, emotional communication that the divine masculine possibly wants to send out to somebody right now. Okay, so let's just put the story together after we get this one last card. And now we have the Magician. So he's wanting to manifest maybe this communication. He wants to manifest something in his life. I really feel that because he's got all of these woes financially here. So yeah, he's working on a plan, working on a strategy, trying to think of ideas, trying to use his power to get something going in his life. Yeah, so what I'm seeing, let me just spread these cards out so you can see them all. So 7 of Coins, 5 of Coins, 4 of Swords, 4 of Wands, 4 of Coins, Page of Cups, and the Magician. Okay? Thinking about investments, kind of worried about money, wanting stability. This is almost like maybe even starting over for him too. I don't know, that 4 of Wands, I don't know why. It's almost like he's recovering and starting over. Now, a lot of us are starting over, but I'm just, whatever situation, he's in, I just feel like he's recovering from this 5 of Coins situation, from this financial, just lack of money, lack of emotions, lack of love. He's out in the cold, he's recovering, and now he wants to come to his home. Now he wants to build his home and his stability. He's having a little bit of a problem with that. He's holding on. Maybe he's holding on to something from before. He's holding on to this home. He's holding on to his money. But it's definitely a financial instability along with reflection and recovery, with a possibility of some fear because he's holding on too tightly to something. Could be his finances, could be a person, could be a job, could be anything. But this 4 of Coins right here is a lot about holding on way too tightly to something, or having enough but wanting more, being greedy. And I don't know. These, okay. Hold on a second. Yeah, they don't seem to really. The Magician does seem to connect with all of this. The Page of Cups is kind of like its own card. He's got something on his mind. He wants to say, he wants to apologize for something. You know, maybe he's been feeling left out in the cold. Maybe he left somebody out in the cold. He wants to apologize. And then he's trying to manifest his life. He's trying to get his shit together and like really come up with like a new plan for his life. So I hope that's resonating with you masculines, or it could be resonating with your guy, your person, feminines. Okay. So that's what's going on in his like every day. Like a lot of us, it's financial problems happening. Don't know where the stability's at right now. Okay, so we're going to move on to another deck. We're going on to the, and I just want to give you a warning. And now none of my, shoot, oh my goodness. Well, hold on a second. That is weird. I'm sorry about that. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. Well, I just wanted to give you a warning that these cards, this is called the Tarot of Sexual Magic, and none of my videos, I mark it down that they aren't for kids, so kids will never see these videos. But I just want to warn you that in this deck, the Tarot of Sexual Magic, there will be naked images and images of sexual, basically sensual and sexual images, okay? But I just like this deck. I need a different deck from the Game of Thrones, and I just thought this look went really well with Game of Thrones deck. Kind of a medieval look. Okay, so now this is going to be about how the masculine is feeling about the feminine at this time. Like, what's his energy toward you, feminine? Oh, this one just popped out. This one just popped out. I haven't even tried. The Three of Chalices. You know, it's so weird. I've been getting this so much. And a lot of the astrological readings, too. It's this Three of Chalices. It just keeps coming up. Let's see what's going on with it. But a lot of times, let me just adjust the camera. I didn't adjust it right. A lot of times, it's, you know, like, reuniting. I mean, yes, I want to say that it could be reuniting. He wants to reunite. He wants to have a good time. He wants to party with you. That a lot of times is the Three of Cups. Like, I have an announcement. Let's go celebrate. Let's get together. And a lot of us right now are wanting that, like real bad, to see people and party and hang out. So that literally could be a part of it. It just depends on the rest of the reading. What I am also seeing is that there's possibly a third party here, as in this person, this masculine is with another person besides you, or is not with you and is with another person and would like to be with you, because there's three. You know, this person doesn't have, you know, they got three people involved in the situation. Okay. And we have a new beginning. Okay. All right. So I'm seeing, you know, the Fool. This is the Fool card. This is 0 starting at the beginning. Okay. That's really neat. So his energy is he wants to start a new beginning. So I think it is a reuniting. It is a coming together and having some fun. Okay. What is it? Okay, what else here? We have the Seven of Chalices. Okay. But there's confusion in this relationship. There's confusion. He's confused about you. He also could be fantasizing about you and daydreaming about you. Seven of Chalices is usually about that. So he could be fantasizing and daydreaming. He could just be lost. Feeling a little lost right now, which a lot of us are feeling lost. Confused, a lot of options for him. There could be a lot of options. Let's just see how the rest of the reading goes. We'll determine it better then. What is his? Okay. Again, okay, here we are. See the Four of Wands. We got the Four of Wands earlier, so that energy right there that was on his everyday, he's thinking about you. He's thinking about having a stable beginning with you, a new beginning. Even though there's confusion, he really wants this like stability, and then he wants to like start the foundation with you. Yeah. Let's keep going. I mean, no, I don't want to say he's married. As possible, when he thinks of you, he thinks about like the stable foundation he's already in, because that stupid Three of Cups. I'm not really sure, but that's all I'm getting. But there's a new beginning he wants to start though, and I think that's about getting out of the confusion and going into stability. That's what I'm thinking. Strength card. So when it comes to you, feminines, the divine masculine is really trying hard to be strong right now. He may have to work, and this, oh, there's a couple signs in here too I didn't mention. Okay, we got cups energy, so we got water, we got fire. So far it's fire and water. Fire and water signs. So it's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius so far. And then this is Leo again. So there could be a Leo involved here. This is strength card. Inner strength is needed when it comes to the feminine. And to me, depending on the rest of the cards, let's look at it. I think there's a temptation he's resisting here. This is more about a card of the inner resolve and inner discipline of holding back. That's what this card is about a lot of times. So he may be holding back with her, holding back his temptation. Okay, so we got two more cards. Oh God, so many fours. What's going on with all the fours? There's so many fours in here. It's just crazy. Four of Pentacles again. Four of Wands, all about stability. So looks like the divine masculine wants stability with the feminine too. Four of Pentacles could be greedy. Like I said, with that Three of Cups, he could be holding on to you and another person because he's got some options here. The Seven of Cups. That's why it's kind of shaky energy here. He's might be being greedy right now, holding on to you and somebody else, or like he's holding on to you only. He doesn't want to let you go. He's clinging. He might be clinging to you. Okay, so let's get one more card where divine masculine is out with the divine feminine. Also, wait, sorry, I just got this right now. I just got the words that came through my mind, holding back. So he could be being, because this is greedy, but this is also kind of stingy. So I don't know, he might be holding back, holding back here, holding back here. I see a holding back with the inner reserve. Then I see maybe a holding back here too. That's interesting. Okay, well, we'll get into that with oracle cards too. Okay, so the last card we got here for just energy toward the feminine. We got the sun. That's awesome. So this is positive, joyful, happy energy here. This is like childlike. This is fun. This is play. This is joy. He wants to be in this state with you, or he is currently in this state with you now. I also sense friendship in this connection. So you could have romantic feelings for each other or feel a very deep connection, but you're actually really good friends. I'm also sensing that here too. So just looking at all of it. Yeah, I'm just sensing like it's there could be a third party. I don't know. There could be. I'm just going to say there could be. There could be. Only because the Four of Wands is like, marriage, stable home. And then the Seven of Cups is like all the other options that this masculine might have that he's confused about. He can't get to that new beginning because he's got all these options. There's all these options about where he could go in his life. So it starts out with the Three of Cups. So your situation. It could be that. It could also be just that he wants to reunite, get back together, and have a good time. There's good times here with the sun, having fun, being playful. There's good times in the Three of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a little bit of partying energy as well, to be honest. But what I'm also seeing is there's some fantasies involved here. Because, or sexual holding back, because this could be a fantasy energy, and this is discipline of holding on. This is a lust card, but it's like the holding back of lust. And again, with the Four of Pentacles, it's like holding on and holding back at the same time. He could be holding on to something else right now. Or he could just be holding on to you, wanting this joy back. Like, maybe you don't know he's holding on to you, but just wanting this joy back with you. In the end, the joy is there. I see the Four of Wands. I see stability. I see joy. I don't see anything about having a talk or any sort of like clearing up of a problem, but the desire is there. I just sense some confusion and holding back, and the need to have some sort of like inner reserve. But there's also a new beginning here. I think what needs to be cleared up is this, you know, the confusion and fantasy energy, the fogginess with this masculine needs to be cleared up. And there's some sort of financial issue with this person. Like there's just sort of a holding on energy with this person, is what I'm sensing. Kind of like not trusting that, you know, their finances are going to be okay. Really, this masculine is really concerned with stability, it looks like. So I don't know, you know, it could be the person you're with right now and you're in this, you know, you're trying to get back to joy. But there's just been a little bit of like a financial problem that's blocking that, or like a greed, or like a worry, anxiety about losing something. Could be a person, could be money, could be a job. It's just I'm sensing that this masculine has anxiety about losing you, possibly feminine, or someone else, or a job, or money. He's just kind of grasping a little bit, is what I'm noticing. Yeah, he's just grasping. Okay, so let's see what his this is like another oracle reading about what is possible with you and him. This is going to be what is possible with you and him, and or his next action for the feminines. What's his next action going to be toward your relationship? This is the Vintage Wisdom Oracle, and all my decks can be found on Amazon. So this is a pretty deck. It's just going to be like, what's the possibilities, like possible future energies or actions towards you. Right now, to be totally honest, feminine, if you're, when you're, you know, this is you listening here, I don't see the masculine really taking any major action. I do see a desire. I see more holding back. And, you know, I have to be honest, I see more holding back than action, but I do see desire. I do see the desire there. So it's just because of what's going on right now. A lot of fear has been evoked in a lot of us. I think, you know, he's tripping on money and job and holding on to either another relationship really tightly or holding on to his money really tightly. Purity. Okay, so like the Fool's energy again. He really wants to start over with you, feminine. He wants it to be totally pure. So whatever happened before, if there is something that happened before in your relationship, or this is a very new relationship, that is very possible. It's going to feel new. It's going to feel pure. It's going to feel just like nothing, you know, it's just starting on ground zero, fresh ground. So in the future, that could be happening. Okay. Shadow self. Well, clearing it. Yeah. Purity of the shadow self. Wow. So I think it's interesting how we have purity and then we have shadow self. So two things I'm seeing here is that the divine masculine is clearing out his shadow self. He's facing his shadow self right now. And going into the future too, he will still be dealing with that. And also you too, feminine, both of you, this is kind of you, both of you dealing with that side of yourself right now, your wounds and your dark side and stuff from childhood. Maybe you're going into therapy, maybe you're journaling, maybe you're going through some sort of program. But I think this is what's going to be confronted so you can get to this new place. So you guys can get to the pure place. You know, so he's looking at that. He may be looking at that currently, but there's some energy between you guys possibly in the future that will trigger your shadow self. Like there may be an argument, there may be a confrontation, there may be a conversation, there may be something that's going to trigger that within you. That's another possibility. Union. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Okay. This card is basically saying that you guys are going to be in union somehow in the future. That's pretty positive. So I see a union now It could be a spiritual union only, but it also could be a possible future, like you guys are going to start to, your relationship's going to start, if you are currently in a relationship, because I can't tell from this reading whether or not you guys are together or not. That's kind of open-ended here. I can't really tell from this reading yet. But I would say your relationship is either about to improve, you are going to get back together after not being together for a long time. You guys are going to maybe not necessarily get together all romantically at first. You may have to build it up with a friendship, because earlier in the reading, I did see a friendship. But not until it's purified, not until you guys, I'm not saying you have to be perfect, okay? Nobody's perfect. I'm just saying the shadow self has to be confronted before this is to happen. Okay, so he wants the union, so do you. I see this for both of you, but there's stuff that's got to be confronted here. Surrender, yeah, okay. Surrender. That's part of actually, kind of the whole process is to surrender. I just get this vibe that you're just not really sure. I mean, whoever's watching this video, it could be the masculine or the feminine. You're just not really sure where this relationship is going right now. That's what I'm sensing. It's sort of like maybe you've given up. I'm sensing you may have given up on this relationship in your own way, whether you're in it or not. But it's like surrendering to fate, surrendering to destiny. What will be, will be. Surrendering all those beliefs that block you from being in a relationship. Let's keep going. Let's just keep going to see what this vibes with. But I'm just seeing there's a kind of like a, okay, you know what? I'm not going to try to control this anymore. I'm not going to try to make this better. I'm just going to work on myself and I'm going to let it go. Something along those lines. We'll just keep going here. Okay. So intention. So surrender, intention. So when I saw with the masculine earlier with that magician card, this is the same thing. It's like there's really something trying to happen here. I think there are true, the possible future for you guys is there are true intentions of like making this happen on both sides. You're trying to make this happen. I'm going to try to, yeah, okay. Here we are. You're trying to make this happen for sure. This is something that you're focusing on. You want this to happen. Very good. I like that. Okay, that means you're kind of on the same page. That's good. Compassion. Okay, so there's this need for compassion here. Like I said, I'm getting the vibe that this relationship is either on the rocks or you are separated. I feel this is like a challenging situation. I mean, most people come to readers because of challenging situations. Okay. So this situation calls for compassion from your side and, from your side, masculine, and also the feminine side. So you guys, there's some sort of, something has happened here where you're going to have compassion for the other person. Could even be meaning having compassion for yourself, confronting that shadow self, having compassion for your own self would help greatly in this situation. Okay. So an understanding. It's going to be an understanding between the two of you. Maybe you're trying to understand yourself and offer compassion to yourself as well. So one last card for possibilities in the future, or what some actions you may take. Intuition. Wow. Okay. There's, definitely what I'm sensing here is that both of you are intuitive. I know it's usually females, but masculine is also intuitive in this situation. I see that. I see you two are like intuitive with each other. So you guys are just going to, I don't know, I'm just getting this vibe that you guys are just going to kind of know. You guys just kind of know what's up here with the relationship. Because we see union, which is great. But you're going to have to be guided by your intuition at times rather than logic. Because some of the stuff that you're going through might not make sense, but you guys kind of connect with each other on this level. That's why it's a spirit. It seems like a spiritual, very spiritual kind of relationship where you just kind of, I hate to use that word telepathically connect, but it's kind of like that. You guys just know each other. You know what's up here. Like you're going to know what to do about this relationship. You're going to intuit about the other person. They're going to intuit about you, and you're going to kind of like just know what to do. Again, I'm seeing understanding. I'm seeing purity, like a rejuvenation of the relationship, which is beautiful. I see that. So it's a real starting over, surrendering. Intuition. Yeah, this is something that's kind of like, I feel like it's kind of out of your hands for both of you guys. It's a little bit out of your hands. You have compassion for yourself. You have compassion for the other person. You're confronting your shadow side to get to a better place with this person. I'm talking to both you, masculines and feminines. I'm just seeing that there's a real intention here to make this work. But I think it needs to be totally, again, in a pure place, starting over from the very beginning, because you've confronted this side. You've surrendered. You've said, you know what, screw it. I don't know what's going to happen here, but you know what? If we're meant to be, we're meant to be here. If it's going to work out, it's going to work out. I have the intention for that to happen, that you both do, and you both have to understand each other and have some compassion here. But at the same time, you're going to have to kind of use your intuition to, know what to kind of do and know how to handle this. But I just feel like you guys are really connected. I really do. I mean, whoever I'm channeling for right now, you guys have a pretty deep relationship. That's what I'm sensing. It's a deep relationship or just a deep connection. Pretty awesome. Okay, so we're going to see the blocks. We're going to do the blocks to this relationship, more like from the divine masculine side, like what kind of blocks him, because this reading is about him. So this could be for you, if you are listening, masculine, about what your blocks may be. Oh, what the hell's going on with this camera? Why does it seem so crooked? Okay, so this is what your possible blocks are here. We're using the Wisdom of the House of Night deck. Okay, so let's see. What's the blocks? Oh, did this one turn over? Yeah, already. First one that turns over is self-worth. So the divine masculine's having problems with his self-worth right now. He doesn't feel, and this has been coming up a lot in the horoscope readings, in the astrological readings too. People are struggling with this. It's hard. It's a hard time right now. We don't know. He might have lost his job. He doesn't even know who he is anymore. He doesn't know who he is. He doesn't, nobody wants, doesn't know who he is, doesn't think he's good enough. The block toward the feminine is the masculine does not think he's good enough for her. He's got self-worth problems. That's why, like I said, that's shadow self. Everybody's working on themselves right now to get into this better place. The block is honesty. God, I hate saying this, but the divine masculine is not being honest. He has an inability to be honest. He doesn't want to come forth with some sort of truth. That's a block to this relationship. Two people, I have a feeling that both people are not really being honest. And both people may even have the feminine too, have a self-worth issue. You don't want to speak your truth because you don't think you're good enough. What else is going on with the blocks here, with the masculine mainly? I see this as a block for both of you guys, though, to be honest. Okay, and there's that strength card again. Whoops, there's that strength card. So the strength has become a major issue here, okay? So the masculine is really working on his inner strength right now, to be honest, to feel better about himself. Yeah, this could be you too, feminine, but I'm just saying this is a block. So both of you, or mostly, maybe mostly masculine, because this reading's about him, is that there's not enough inner strength to go forth and make this relationship work. Somebody feels kind of weak here. Yeah. You got to be strong to be honest. You got to feel like you know who you are. But like I said, it's inner strength, and sometimes that's about restraint. So I don't know why there would be restraint in this situation, but it's possible that the masculine has to go into restraint mode. Okay, so what else is a block? We have the High Priestess of Earth. That's the Knight of Pentacles, so the Knight of Coins. So again, money. We have more money. So money's a block. Knight of Pentacles, which is the High Priestess of Earth, which is somebody who really focuses on financial stability. Again, we're back to that issue with financial stability. Like I said, this is a major thing going on in the world right now. And he's very concerned with that. The masculine's concerned with that. You feminine, you may be concerned with that too, but this is a block. Building, the Knight of Pentacles builds. He's working toward, saving his pentacles, and he's a builder. So that building of whatever that is, there's a focus on that. That's blocking the relationship as well. So focusing on money and kind of like trying to build your foundation and your stability is definitely blocking the relationship, blocking the connection. I get this a lot. This is coming up like literally almost like all the readings I use these cards. We're dealing with this right now. Belonging. The masculine, doesn't know where he belongs. And this actually came up as a block, I think, for I think the feminine reading too. I don't know. This came up as a block before in a recent reading. Maybe one of the signs. But it's like this sense of belonging. Again, it's like the Four of Wands. It's like that home. I just feel like maybe the masculine doesn't like where he's living, doesn't like his home, wants a different home, doesn't feel like he belongs where he is now. And that's a block. If you don't know where you belong, or you don't have a sense of belonging, again, with that low self-worth, lack of being honest, it's like, you don't know where you belong in life. Major block. That's kind of, you got to find that. Okay. Okay, denial. Okay. So major block, I'm getting two different things. Somebody has been denied here. So there's been some sort of like a no. This is a no. The first meaning of this is no. Okay, like the actual book meaning of this is like somebody going no. So the block from the masculine is he has told you no, or you have told him no. There's some sort of rejection going on. So a fear of that, or literally he cannot be with you right now for some reason, or you cannot be with him right now. Or there's a fear of a rejection. But the other thing I'm getting is there's denial here. There's a denial of this feeling. There's a denial of this person's self-denial, or a denial of the actual feelings in the relationship. Yeah. I don't know. The first thing I got was no, though. So somebody told somebody no, or somebody is acting in a way that's like a rejecting way, or the person's fear of rejection. Fear of being denied is a big block here. And the other block could literally be, depending on your situation, is that the person is in denial about how their feelings. Denial about their life. Denial about their truth. Okay. Oh, this one just flipped over. What is this one? Oh, summoned. That's a trip. Whoops. Okay, wait. It fell on the floor. It not only flipped over, it also fell on the floor. So I guess that's something. Okay. So we have summon. And summon is like summoning the strength. Like this is like the manifesting card. It's like the magician. Making something happen. So there's a lack of, there's an inability to make something happen. There's an inability to summon up the strength to come forward and make this work, or come forward and talk. Whatever you're lacking in your relationship, masculine or feminine, there's an inability to make shit happen. That's exactly what's going on. Nobody's summoning up anything. I mean, the masculine's not summoning up the strength to come forward or make it work. Maybe you're not. Yeah. There's a lot of fragility here. I'm just going to say the blocks are about like a fragile ego. Yeah. And dishonesty with yourself, or with others. A lack of belonging, which of course leads to a lack of self-worth. Inner strength is a challenge. Rejection, worrying about rejection or having to be the one to reject, or just, not being able to be with this person right now is a problem. And so actually, yeah, like not being able to do it, but how are you going to summon? How are you going to make anything happen? Yeah. Whoops. So yeah. I'm going to do an advice one now for the masculine, but I would say there's a lot of like denial of your own truth. There's self-worth issues maybe that you're working on right now, trying to develop your inner strength. There's financial issues right now. You maybe don't even know where you're going to be living. You don't know where you belong. And there's just sort of an inability to kind of make shit happen. Even though you might want to make shit happen, it's kind of hard right now. A lot of blocks. Wow. I mean, there's a lot going on right now. A lot of people's relationships are just kind of a mess at this time. People who are trying to form them, people who are trying to get through them. It's not easy right now. So we're going to do, wow, it's already 41 minutes. We're going to do advice. Advice for the divine masculine in his situation. What does he need to do? Because this reading was about him. What does he need to do here? Understanding. Did we not just get a card about understanding before? Compassion? So there's some sort of compassion he needs to give himself, man. And he may need your compassion. He may just need people's compassion and understanding right now because he might be going through something really heavy. But this card also tells me this. This card always gives me the same feeling every single time I see it. There's a cage and you can fly out. You know why? Because look at all these other free birds that are flying. You're coming to the masculine. What he needs to do is come to the understanding that he's free and he has the ability to fly out of a cage anytime he wants to fly out of a cage. And free fly like the other birds. So you know what I'm getting? The masculine might be stuck right now. Stuck in a cage of some sort. Inability, the inner strength, the self-work to get out of the cage. What's the advice for the divine masculine right now? Yeah, here we are again. Remember that Fool card? Well, here we are. We're back at, this is number 1, actually. This is still kind of a new beginning card, but this is kind of like sorry, I'm rambling. This card is also about belonging, existence. This card is very much about this person's on the little lotus flower looking up at the sky, wondering where they belong. So I'm getting the masculine needs to figure out where he belongs. He was escaping a cage. He wants to escape some sort of a cage and kind of ponder the universe as to, what's my role here? Why am I existing? So he could be asking himself, he should be asking himself these questions. Remember, this is advice. So he needs to understand where he belongs in the world. What does it mean for him? What is his existence for him? Oh, God, these cards are getting all jumbled. Sorry. Wasn't coming out. Innocence. Okay. We had purity before. We had the Fool, and now we have innocence. Again, he wants to start over from a very pure point in life. There's a 1. Yeah, this is like, again, existence, innocence, very much starting over. Yeah, he might have been through a lot Maybe that took his innocence away. Maybe the masculine has gotten hardened, and now he needs to get into a more light-hearted energy, more childlike. The sun was in the reading, that was childlike energy, and then also the fool, that was the beginning. So yeah, kind of seeing life, from a more innocent standpoint instead of a jaded standpoint, instead of a dark standpoint. Advice for the masculine. What do we got? Advice for the masculine. Let's see here. Okay, so we have 5. Okay, 5 of rainbows, which is the outsider. So he kind of feels left out in the cold a little bit here. He has a gate that it's kind of funny. I find this very interesting with him, with this masculine. So we have a bird in a cage that wants to go out. Now we got him wanting to go in. So it's almost like he's trapped in, and then he also feels like left out. So it's so bizarre. That is so weird. It's like he's trapped within a cage, yet he's left out and trying to get into a different life. It's like there's something really cool on the other side of this gate. Look at all that little happy energy, the rainbow. He's like a little boy, kind of like, I want to know what's over here, but I feel so left out. Like, I can't open the gate. I can't open the cage. I can't open the gate. So I just feel like the masculine is stuck in his life. There's like something he wants to discover right here, but he won't open the gate. But the thing is, if you look closely, the lock is already broken. All he has to do is just open the damn gate. There is no lock. So yeah, I'm just getting this vibe on him that he wants something different. He just seems like he wants to escape and like experience a little more fun and go into like a different life. That's what I'm getting. Getting a lot of child, like maybe he's got a kid, or maybe he wants to feel like a kid again, because I'm getting like innocence, and I'm getting the outsider with the little boy here, and I'm getting this like naked person, very vulnerable amongst the universe. I'm just getting like a very vulnerable, like kind of young childlike energy. So maybe there might be some children involved in the situation here. I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't know why I'm getting that, but like, yeah, we got 3 more cards. So yeah, so I guess, sorry, since this is the advice, is you need to get through that gate, masculine, just open it and go in. Like it's there for you. It's there for you. I don't know why you're stopping yourself. It's there for you. Okay, so silence. So the masculine, okay, we had the 4 of swords. Yeah, the 4 of swords kind of reflects this. He was silent before. He's still silent. So you may be quiet right now, masculine. You're kind of just keeping to yourself. Maybe you feel shut out. Maybe there's a lot of silence around you. Maybe you're very alone, or maybe like you're getting silence from somebody else. But this silence isn't necessarily bad. It's actually meditative, and it's helping you. So during this quarantine, you've been kind of like quiet and keeping to yourself and just kind of like maybe meditative. And if you're not, please be that way. That's the advice. The advice is silence. Like, you need the silence. You need the meditation to figure things out. Okay, well, this kind of goes together. So when you're meditating, you're going to the source. So you're meditating to, like, your inner self. I mean, I don't know what you believe in, masculine, but you could believe in God, you could believe in Buddha, you could believe in like your higher self, but you're kind of like connecting to something that's kind of creative, even the source of who you are. This is where you create your life. So maybe you're just getting into the silence so you can create a better life. You're tapping into source. And I think the advice is just tap into that. Know it, that it's always there for you. All you have to do is go inside. I know there's a lot in the outer world that you want to experience. This is also you, probably, honestly. I mean, really, masculine, when I think about it, it's kind of funny. You're in a cage. We're isolated behind our home. So you could be trapped in your cage here, And you're also trapped behind a gate here. You actually can't get outside, literally. Because I'm sensing that prisoner feeling with the masculine. You know, a lot of us are like that right now. So I think this quarantine, whoever I'm channeling right now, he's really feeling that. He's really feeling that sense of like, I can't get out. I can't get out. So I don't know what situation he's in, but he really wants to escape it. Okay, I just got that right now. But yeah, you're in the silence and you're tapping into something that's going to help you. While you're in quarantine, tap into your inner self, tap into that source inside of you that provides you with all the answers, creative ideas, everything. One more card, advice from the masculine. Oh, wow, I love it. Breakthrough. Wow. So you know what? A breakthrough's in order here. A breakthrough, definitely. You're tapping in, you're wanting out. See, because you're wanting to break free. Look, you're about to. You're about to bust out, masculine. Whatever it is, you're about to bust out. You're about to make your life better. You're breaking through emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. You're breaking through some cycle. You're like just busting free. God, I love it. This is great. So what I see like overall is you really want to break out of your cage. You want to stop feeling like an outsider to your life. This is advice for you. So break out of the cage. Stop feeling like an outsider. You know, you want to know where you belong. Where do you belong, masculine? You want a more pure, innocent look on life. You just kind of want to just start over. You just want to kind of start over. You want to see life differently. Maybe there's a child in your life that's helping you see life differently. I don't know. That's possible. But also tapping into the silence is a good thing for you. It's okay. The silence, you might not like it, but the silence is a good thing for you, masculine. You may just want to break free and get out, but that silence is a good thing for you. And then we have source. You're tapping into your internal creative center here, your inner God, so to speak. And in doing this, there's going to be a breakthrough. After all this isolation and being, not being able to get out from the cage, and you're going to have a breakthrough. Very positive. I like that. There's going to be a breakthrough at the very end. That was really good. That card came through. So that was it for the Divine Masculine. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. I hope you resonated. If you did, please like, subscribe, and comment. And if you would like a personal reading, my information is listed below. You can email me at erica_lowe's@yahoo.com. And I accept mainly Venmo, but if for some reason that doesn't work out, I can also accept PayPal. All right, you guys have a great night. You take care, stay safe, and stay well. Till next time. Bye-bye.